Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out the Born Pretty top coat set. So I've been seeing their products floating around on Amazon for quite some time now, but I never actually bought them. But the company reached out to me and sent me these products, so I thought I'd try them out for you guys on my sister's nails. So the first thing we're doing here is just pushing back her cuticles and getting started on the prep. So once I got her cuticles all pushed back, I used my needle bit to clean up any dead skin that was left over on her nail plate. Once I'm done with that, I just go ahead and trim her cuticles so that they're not in the way when I'm trying to get the acrylic to adhere to her nail plate. Once again, I also have a video already showing how I do prep, and I do basically the exact same thing every time. So if you're interested in seeing that, it's on my page and I'll leave a link to it as well. Once I'm done with all of the cuticle work, I go in with my 180 sanding band to remove the shine from her nail and to rough up the surface so that the acrylic can stick well. I didn't film sizing and gluing on the tips because it felt kind of redundant, so here I am just cutting down the tips to the size that she wanted them. So then I just go in with my hand file to make sure that all of the tips are in the same uniform square shape that she usually gets. So then I just go back in with my sanding band to blend out the tips so that there's not the awkward bump in the middle of the nail where the tip meets the nail plate. So here I am just going in with my dehydrator and my primer, and if you've seen my prep videos, then you'd know that my dehydrator is literally just acetone in an empty nail polish bottle, and my primer is the Kiss acrylic primer. So once all of my prep is done, I just start applying the acrylic, which is the Model 1's nude acrylic that I use in nearly all of my videos now. I'll leave a link to it as well in the description, and I just did all of her fingers with that same nude. Once I'm done laying the acrylic, I just blend out her cuticle and I shape up the rest of the nail. So here are the actual polishes that they sent. There is the base coat, the top coat, and the matte top coat. So this is the box that it came in. It came in another envelope and it was shrink wrapped, but I took it off for the sake of the video and saving time. So I actually really like the design on the packaging. I think the gold looks really nice and it also matches with the bottles. So once I opened it up, their bottles were packed in there nicely with shredded paper, which was nice because it felt like they were cushioned enough. I actually really like the shape of the bottles because the handle was nice to hold. Like, it wasn't like super bulky and big and uncomfortable to hold, so I feel like I had enough control of the brush. These are 7 milliliter bottles, so they're not like super big, but at the same time there's enough to get multiple sets out of it. They also have the bottles individually shrink wrapped, which was nice so that they didn't leak out. So yeah, here I am unboxing them or whatever, and now I'm just using the base coat to base coat my sister's nails. So one of my favorite things about this bottle was actually the bristles. So the bristles were softer than like your average nail polish bottle, and they were kind of rounded at the end, which allowed them to like evenly spread the product and at the same time not flood her cuticles. So I actually really appreciated the extra detail that they put into the bristles. So one thing about these polishes is that they aren't marketed as no wipe top coats or whatever. So I went in with alcohol on a lint-free wipe and just went ahead and got rid of the sticky layer. And as you can see, they had like kind of a semi-matte finish, which was a little off-putting because I'm used to like having glossy base coat, but it didn't mess up like the application at all. It still worked very nicely. So the next thing we did was start getting into the design. So she wanted the French tips on the 2 outer fingers and then this little swirly design on the 2 middle ones. So I just went ahead and freehanded the French tips with this solid orange color. So once I was done with the French tips, I just went in with this yellow polish so that we could get started on the middle 2 fingers, which were going to be the lines. So for the lines, they were supposed to be like the flowy hearts. Like, that's a bad description of it, but you'll see in a second once I'm done with them. finished with the yellow lines, I went in with the orange and did the same thing with like the little accent lines. So once we were done with that, we just went back in with the Born Pretty top coat. I noticed that the top coat was actually really glossy in the bottle as well as on the nail, and other top coats that I'm used to working don't really show like the full gloss before they're on the nail. So I thought that was actually really cool that they were glossy still in the bottle as well. So overall, I actually really like these polishes. This footage is about a month old already, so I've had time to see how long they last and see if they chip, and they don't. They actually hold up really well, so I do recommend this. It's listed on Amazon right now for $6.99, so I'll leave a link to it in the description. So here it is before we did the final cure. It's super glossy, and in the next scene it'll be after. So I'll be sure to leave the link. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.